doing? Good evening. It's evening here. It's around some minutes to 9 here in the evening. How are we doing? Okay, so this is the face of Nigeria cookies. I know some of you have been seeing my videos, but you have not seen my face. Okay, so this is my face. Okay, so in this video, I want to show you. Okay, my name is Deborah Oladele. That's my name. But feel free to call me anything, Deborah, Debbie, Niger Cookies. It's all yours. Alright, so this video is just to show you the must-have tools for baking and decorating cookies. Must-have tools for baking and decorating cookies. So in baking generally there are some basic tools that you need to have in baking generally, or that if you want to streamline that to cookies, there are some basic tools you will need to bake cake that you don't necessarily need to bake cookies. All right, so I'll just limit this is a lecture tutorial now to just must have tools for baking and decorating cookies. So I will not necessarily involve or include tools that are needed in baking cakes. Okay, so these are must have tools that you really need, that if you don't have them you cannot bake and decorate cookies. This is what this video is about. All right, so where do I start from? Okay, so let me start from this. This is scale, my measuring scale. So this is not necessarily a must-have tool actually. If you have your measuring cups and measuring spoon, then you are good to go. All right, you are good to go. So this is a must-have tool actually. You cannot say I don't need this, I'll go for this. No, this one is very important. Measuring spoons and cups is very, very important. You can decide to do away with this, but you cannot do away with this. So this will be our first tool. Measuring cup and your measuring spoon, very, very important. Use it to measure almost everything: your flour, your sugar, you measure water, you measure your flavor, all of those things, your baking powder, baking soda, cocoa powder, and the rest of it. Alright, so what else? You need your oven. Obviously you need your oven to bake. You need your mixer. So this is my hand mixer. Most times I just use my hand mixer for all my cooking needs. There are times I use my stand mixer, but I discovered that my hand mixer can actually work in preparing my dough and even in preparing my icing. So most times I just do with this, and these are just my attachments. All right, so this is basically the one that you need in making your dough and even in making your icing. Use it to mix. All right, so that's number 2 that we've talked about. Okay, number 3 is you need your spatula. Very, very important. There are different types and sizes, and I have quite a number of them around, but this is the one that we have here in this video. So there are various types of spatula and all, but you need something like this that is this wide. In fact, if you can get the one that is wider than this, it's fine. Okay, and a rubber spatula is very good. Rubber spatula. All right, so what else? You need your mixing bowl, and you need more than one bowl to achieve this. You need your mixing bowl. You can use any kind of bowl. This is one that I have here. I have some other smaller ones too that I use together for my cookies. So you need mixing bowls, not just one actually. You need like 2, 3, 4 of them. All right, so you also need your sieve. This is my sieve. This is my sieve. So you need a sieve. It's a must-have tool. Use it to sieve your flour, your sugar, cocoa powder, and many other things that needs to be, and I know some of you are wondering why am I putting inside nylon, okay? So the reason I put inside nylon is because when you use to measure your flour, definitely there will be particles there. Even your sugar, whatever it is you're measuring, there will definitely be particles here. And I don't always like to wash this. I do sometimes I wash, but I don't always like to wash it because it's going to get rust like quickly. It's going to get rust quickly because of what it's made for. Because of what it's made of. So I just like to keep it here. And so this nylon is dedicated to this seed. Okay. Alright, so what else do we need for baking? You need your rolling pin. This is a small rolling pin. There is a longer one, and then there is even the one that is smaller than this, that's basically used for fondants. So whichever one, you need a rolling pin, and I think this size is okay. And even the longer one too is very okay. You need the longer one too, especially if you are baking. If you bake cookies for events and gatherings and all, you need longer one. Okay, but if you have these two, you are good to go. So you need your rolling pin. This is what's the name of this rolling pin now? I've forgotten what they call it. But you need a rolling pin. Some people use wooden rolling pin, the wooden type. So anyone you have, anyone you can afford, just make do with. And even if you don't have a rolling pin, there's a way you can devise rolling pin for yourself. I once taught my people in my Instagram community how they can improvise rolling pin. So you just need a bottle of wine, a used bottle of wine that you have emptied of the liquid. All the liquid is, you've washed it, is dry. You need that bottle, and then you need a wap cling. This is a wap cling. So you will just make sure your bottle is clean, then use a wap cling around. This is a wap cling. Use a wap cling around your bottle. Okay, you can do it 2 or 3 times around your bottle, and that's all. You're good to use it to roll anything you want to roll. And when you are done, just make sure you clean it and then you keep it safe for later. Alright, so that's how you can improvise rolling pin. Okay, so this is another must-have tool. This is a wap cling, or a cling film, like some people call it. This is a wap cling. It's used to use it to wap your dough when you are done. If you're not ready to cut out your cookies, it is also used to basically to cover your icing so that it will not crust. Okay, before you attach the lid of the container to heat. And this is actually a kitchen tool actually, because even people who don't bake, they have it in their kitchen, because you can use it for anything. You want to put something in your fridge and you need to cover it, and say the plastic you are using does not have a lid, you can just use this over it. Or maybe anything at all actually, you can use. It's a kitchen tool, like one of the necessary tools you need to have in your kitchen, whether you are a baker or not. All right, so this is another tool. This is our baking paper, parchment paper, whatever it is, whatever you call it. Okay, and this is how it looks like. I don't really like to remove this when I'm not ready to use it, because it's always, it's just going to be doing like this. But this is how your baking paper looks like. So what do we use baking paper for? We use it to line our baking tray before putting your cookies there to bake. So it's always good to line your baking tray or baking pan with this parchment paper or baking paper before you put your cookies on top to bake. Alright, yeah. So what else do we need? Okay, you need your cookie cutters. Oh yeah, you need your cookie cutters. And I have quite a number of them here. Cookie cutters come in different sizes and different shapes. Yes, so this is heart shape. This is a heart shape. This is another heart shape. So if you look at this, you see that this is bigger than this. This is bigger than this. Okay, it's even obvious. So they come in different sizes and in different shapes, especially if you buy the that's big container of different cookie cutters. You find different sizes and different shapes there. All right, so this is another art shape, and it's bigger than this. Can you see? And they actually come together. Like I found this tool in a cookie cutter that I got sometimes last year. All right, this is also art shape, and there are three different sizes. All right, so that's how they come in different size and different shapes. This is also, this is my gingerbread. Is it woman now? I think this is gingerbread woman, right? This is my gingerbread woman cutter. This is what's it called now? My bell, Christmas bell cookie cutter, and it's quite big. This is just so big. I have one of my gingerbread cookie cutter that is not even as very small, not even up to half of this. All right, so this is also, this is round cookie cutter. This is rectangle, cookie cutter, and they are all in different shapes and sizes. So that's just the way they come, especially here in Nigeria. They come in different sizes and different shapes. But you can always make do with cookie cutter templates. That is what I even use the most, or I have a lot of them. I have a lot of cookie cutters. I have over 100 cookie cutters. At the same time, I have cookie cutter templates, because you don't always get all the shapes or all the character that you want in your cookie cutter when you buy them. No, you don't always have all of them. So it's always good if you can improvise with cookie cutter templates, alright? And okay, I think maybe I'll just try and come up with a video on how you can create your own cookie cutter template. It's not hard at all, it's not difficult. Okay, so what else do we need? I've talked about rubber spatula, I've talked about this. Okay, so you need this, you need a spray bottle, especially for decorating cookies, not necessarily for baking, but for decorating cookies. So you need this spray bottle to, when you are trying to achieve your icing consistency, you need the spray bottle for your icing consistency. Okay, the reason is because in achieving icing consistency, we need just little bit of water to achieve our consistency, and you just want to use a spray bottle so that you can be sure that you are adding little bit of water at a time. That's why this is very important, and you can improvise. This is what you can actually get around in any supermarket. Alright, so another thing that you need is you need plastic container. You need plastic container, any size, any shape. You just need a good plastic container with a lid, please. It has to have a lid. You use it to, pack your icing most of the time, and then even your dough, you can your cookies before you decorate them. So you need a plastic container with a lid, a good lid for that matter. You need that. Okay, I think we are almost done. Okay, so another thing you need is your scribe tool. Now this is not a scribe tool, this is long toothpick. Can you see? This is long toothpick. I don't have a scribe tool actually. There was a time I wanted to get, but it was difficult getting around, and I just discovered I could use this, and I started using it, and that's it. I've just been enjoying using this, and I didn't even bother to get a scribe tool again. But scribe tool is the actual tool, but you can always use this, and it works just fine like a scribe tool. Okay, so I'm still going to get my scribe tool anytime I see it around, and I can just easily get it. But it's not a matter of urgency again for me, because I have this to use. So this long toothpick serves as a scribe tool for you, and it works perfectly. Okay, so what else? Okay, so you need these paper cutters, alright, especially for your cookie cutter templates. You need to watch out for my video on how to hand cut your cookies. Yes, it's going to be on my YouTube channel, so please look for the link and just check through my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Niger Cookies. Just go check and check the videos how to hand cut your cookies. So you see how I explained using this and I showed you how you can use this to get your cookie cutter template, because you cannot always have all the cookie cutters that you need. There are times you need a shape or you need a character that you don't have among your cookie cutters, and you need to improvise with a cookie template. All right, so this is what this is for. These paper cutters, they are very very important for you. I think we are done with the tools basically. That's just basically it. You measure your flour, your sugar, your butter, your egg. You mix with your mixer inside a mixing bowl. You scrape the bowl with your spatula, and then you wrap your dough with your wrap cling. Okay. When you're ready to bake, you cut out your cookies with your cookie cutter. You bake. Line your baking tray with parchment paper or baking paper, and then you bake. And when you are done baking, oh, you need a cooling rack. Okay, so I don't have a cooling rack here. I don't, but you need a cooling rack. That is another important tool that you need. So when you are done baking your cookies, you want to put them in a cooling rack so that hair they have access to the amount of hair that is needed for it to cool and be fine. And when you are done, you can pack them into a cookie jar or a plastic container till when you are ready to decorate. And when you are ready to decorate, what do you need? You also need your bowl, because you need to mix your sugar and egg whites or margarine powder as the case may be, and then you need your mixer for that. And when you are done, you need to pack it inside a container, and you use your spatula, scrape everything in the bowl inside the container. Use your wrap cling, spread over it before you attach the container lid, and you're fine. And when you are ready to bake, okay, so this is another thing that you need. When you're ready to decorate, you need your piping bags. Okay, so let me get that. Okay, so I have my what is it called now? My piping bags here. Okay, so I think I just have one left here. I should have some more. So this is how your piping bag looks like. It's a must-have tool. Okay, and this is wilting piping bag. This is basically the best that I would recommend, and this is what I use. And you also need your piping tips. Okay, you need your piping tips to achieve the different design you want to decorate. However, I hardly use a piping tip for my decorations. Hardly do I use piping tips for my decoration. Okay, and it's because I just know I can make do without a piping tip, except I want to pipe maybe flowers, I want to pipe leaves, and certain designs that are not just the normal designs. So I will use my tips. Okay, so it's also a must-have tool. Yeah, it is because you will need some of those piping tips for certain designs like leaves, like flowers and all, and you need this too. You need this to hold your piping tip to your piping bag. So one of these days I'm going to put up a video on how you can attach your piping tip with your couplers. This is called couplers. With your couplers to your piping bag. I'm going to show it in a video, okay? And it's probably, the video might be up as of now that you're watching this video, so you want to do well to check my YouTube channel for that. So you want to do well to check my YouTube channel to find the video now you can attach your piping tip to your piping bag with your couplers. All right, so just check. It's going to be on my YouTube channel, so find the link and go watch it so that you learn. All right, so I think we are done with our tools. Those are the tools that are needed to achieve you're baking and decorating cookies, all right? And the ingredients are not so many ingredients actually that we need. You basically need your flour, of course, you need your flour, you need your egg, you need your butter, you need your icing sugar, you need your flavor, any kind of flavor. I have here, this is my first class vanilla flavor, but you can make do with any other kind of flavor, banana flavor, pineapple, strawberry, anyone you want. And you can use any brand, but I recommend this brand. This is what I use, and it's perfectly okay. What else do you need? So your flour, your icing sugar, your butter, your egg, and your flavor. These are the 5 ingredients that you need for it to make a basic cookie recipe. A basic cookie recipe. You can add your baking powder if you want, and you might just omit it. It's fine. Okay. But for other cookie recipes, you need your cocoa powder. You need corn syrup. You need many other things. You need different other ingredients to achieve that kind of recipe. You might need all this coconut, what's it called, shredded coconut or desiccated coconut, and many other ingredients. But the 5 basic ingredients that you need for a cookie, to bake a cookie, is your sugar, that's your icing sugar, your flour, your butter, your egg, and your flavor. All right. So there are times for some recipes you will even need your white sugar, that's your table sugar. You will need brown sugar. You need cocoa powder and many others, many others, many others. So okay, so I think we are done. So in making your royal icing, so the ingredients you need basically is just your water, your icing sugar, and your egg whites or your marigolds powder. And this is marigolds powder. I know a lot of people don't even know what marigolds powder is. They probably have not heard it before, they've not seen it before. So this is it. It's quite expensive here in Nigeria actually. And this is the Wilton brand. This is Wilton marigolds powder. I hope you can see. This is Wilton marigolds powder. Okay, so either you use marigolds powder plus your icing sugar and then a bit of water to make your icing, or you use egg whites, icing sugar, and water for your icing. There are times you decide to add your flavor to your royal icing, but the effect of that is that your royal icing is not going to come out as pure white. If you add flavor to it, it's not going to come out as pure white. Alright, but if you don't have flavor to it, it's going to come out as pure white. So that's just basically all that is needed. So I eventually covered these basic tools and the basic ingredients needed to bake and decorate cookies. Okay, so you are good to go right now, or after watching this video. Then you shouldn't have any issues finding it hard to know what you need to bake and decorate your cookies. All right, just watch this video over and over again and start to get your materials ready, and you can be on your way to baking and decorating cookies. Okay, so one more thing, let me show you some of my cookie cutter templates. All right. Okay, so I have here my cookie cutter templates. Okay, you see this is it, like the t-shirts. This is basically for the guys, for the men, t-shirts, cookie templates. Okay, this is my Nigerian flag cookie cutter templates. All right, this is work clock cookie cutter templates. This is a wedding gown or a gown basically for a lady. This is cookie cutter template. All right, so this is also Mickey Mouse. You see, this is Mickey Mouse cutter templates. This is bow tie cutter templates for our men also. So actually I have a lot of them. Actually, you can make any kind of cookie you want to bake because you can improvise with cookie cutters. All right, so do how to watch my video on how to cut your cookies or how to get cookie cutter templates. I'm going to show you how you can get your cookie cutter template and how you can hand cut, and how you can get this cutter template, any cutter templates that you want, how you can get it. So watch out for that video. It's on my YouTube channel. Just go check it out. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching. Please do like this video, subscribe, and drop me a comment. Take care, Ninja Cookies. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye bye.